try to get through this. It's a very difficult time for the Chicago Police Department. We're heartbroken. Unfortunately, we're delivering the very tragic news that one of our own duty Chicago police officer has been fatally shot this evening. Officers were responding to a domestic related call of a person with a gun in the 5200 block of South Spalding in the 8th District at approximately 4:43 p.m. The call stated that an offender was chasing a female down the street with a gun. Two officer cars responded. One of the cars knocked on the door while the other with a gun. District at approximately 4:43 p.m. The call stated that an offender was chasing a female down the street with a gun. Two officer cars responded. One of the cars knocked on the door while the other car became engaged with the offender, who escaped and began running from officers armed with a gun. The officers began pursuing this offender at close range. Shots were exchanged between the offender and our officer, who is now deceased. The offender was struck, but he is still alive. He was struck in the head in critical condition. Our officer, who is deceased, was shot multiple times. He was struck in the head in critical condition. Our officer, who is deceased, was shot multiple times. And as you know, here at Sinai Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries.
Right now in Kansas City, Missouri, law enforcement officers are still involved in a standoff. This was after 3 KCPD officers were shot last night. They are expected. Right now in Kansas City, Missouri, law enforcement officers are still involved in a standoff. This was after 3 KCPD officers were shot last night. They are expected to survive. We have a timeline of events as officers work to bring this all to an end.
That right there is giving us all, a sigh of relief, especially what has occurred over the past week.
Last night's shootings come just 1 week after KCPD laid one of its own to rest. We'll share a reaction coming in from city leaders as
a sigh of relief, especially what has occurred over the past week.
Last night's shootings come just 1 week after KCPD laid one of its own to rest.
Shalom, Yasharal, all praises and glory goes to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect and feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, in sincerity and truth. With this great gospel coming out of our Bible. And man, we're living in what? Scary times and beautiful times, right? Scary times and beautiful times. Because it's obvious, right? The people that were set up to protect you, serve and protect you, man, they can't serve and protect a goddamn thing. The Lord put them to death, right? Because what does the Bible say? As a matter of fact, bear with me. Let me get this verse. I'm going to read the book of 1 Samuel 2, and let's start at 6. And it reads, "The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord killeth and maketh alive." Yeah, who the Lord killing right now? The Lord killing these cops. Right? The Lord killing you people who took that jab. Yeah, the Lord killing a lot of you celebrities, you entertainers. Right? The Lord killing a lot of you worldly people of this society. A lot of you women, you getting put to death. You heard the report. Man chasing woman down the street with a gun because you women are whores and sluts. So the Lord's about to put judgment on you bitches. And guess what? Your daddy, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and his police force ain't gonna be able to fucking help you women. I'm reading it again. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. "The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich." Look at what's going on right now. It's a lot of poverty going on right now. Who's bringing the poverty to America? America used to be a rich place. Now America's going through what? Poverty, homelessness, unable to pay your bills, unable to do this, unable to do that, loss of this, loss of that, right? We in a terrible time for Babylon the Great. It says, the Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. America's in a low state right now. It's not up high like it used to be, what, 50, 60 years ago, right? All right, Babylon the Great is not as great as it used to be. Right? The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich and bringeth low and lifteth up. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of the glory of glory. For the pillars of the earth are of the Lord's. For the pillars of the earth are of the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon them. So what is the Lord doing right now? He's about to bring down the kingdom to establish the kingdom. He's about to destroy a kingdom to set up a kingdom. What kingdom is about to be destroyed? It's Edomite kingdom, the kingdom of Esau, Edom, the kingdom of wicked, do what you want to do. Right? The kingdom of iniquity, filthiness, pollutedness, abominations. This place is going down. And guess what? The protectors of this kingdom is going down right along with it. Who's the protectors of this kingdom? The police, the military, right? The police, the military, the CIA, the FBI, whatever you want to call them, anybody who is the NATO, the EU, right? The harlot is America. She's sitting on that beast. The beast going down too. Everybody going down. That's connected to this fucking filthy, wicked, cock-sucking society. I'm reading 1 Samuel 2 and 10. The adversary of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. Right? The adversary of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. There's no way that this system is going to continue to go and you have the kingdom of heaven being established, right? This is going to be a former thing right here when you think about police officers with 5-point star satanic stars on their chests coming to serve, protect, and break niggas' necks. That's what they do, right? They hate blacks. They hate Hispanics. You see the Native Americans, they rape their women and keep them on this reservation. Because once they get off that reservation, boy, the Lord going to bring judgment on you goddamn heathens, on you Edomites, man, through the hand of what? Gad, Issachar, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. The adversaries of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. The Lord shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king and exalt his horns of his anointed. Right? That's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is about to set his son up in King David and the children of Israel. The Lord is going to destroy these heathens, right? These heathens are going down. Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. The just power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. Right? Every morning you hearing about different judgment happening. Officer got killed. Woman got killed. Family got killed. Murder, suicide. A bomb exploded here. A man came in with a bomb and blew things up. A church was shot up. Every fucking day you're hearing about what? The judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We already read it. Matter of fact, let's go back one more time so you can get in your mind. These people ain't doing nothing. It's the Lord putting the spirit. Lord putting the spirit on these people to bring judgment, right? Because we're in the times of iniquity. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? There ain't gonna be too much love in the air. A woman gonna be asking for help, and the person she thinks gonna be helping her is gonna bring her more danger. A man gonna be looking for help, and he thinking the people gonna help him is gonna bring him more danger. That's the time we coming in. Children won't be safe. Elderly won't be safe. No one will be safe. It says the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And how you gonna be safe when your cops are being annihilated, being killed, right? Being taken out at a mass number, right? Because these cops, they nosy. They ain't everybody's fucking business. They don't even know what's going on. They just come in trying to be a hero. Next thing you know, they are a zero, right? In a fucking hospital leaking from bullet wounds, right? I'm reading James 2:13. For he shall have judgment without mercy. That show no mercy. And these cops, they don't show no mercy to you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So now when it's time for their ass to get judged, there ain't gonna be no fucking mercy. Right? It don't matter if you're a white cop, a black cop, a Chinese cop, an Irish cop, a Polish cop, a Russian cop, a Chinese cop. It don't matter who the fuck you is. You're gonna get your judgment. Because the Lord is getting rid of this spirit of you cops underneath this 5-point star banner, 6-point star banner. Right, y'all? Man, y'all work for Satan. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showed no mercy. And mercy shall rejoice against judgment. What the Lord about to do? He about to turn up. Right, there's going to be more funerals for cops. Right, there's going to be more motherfuckers shooting in the sky for dead military men. Right, because Babylon, the days of Babylon the Great is over. The days of people respecting authorities is over. Right, this so-called New World Order is about to be put to an end.